Okay, so is Azalea here yet? Let's see. Okay, guys, can you hear me? I don't know. I'm so sad about Blab being gone away. Get it. I'm so nervous about this, guys. Why? I don't know. Can you guys hear me? Oh, we can. Oh, can you believe it? It's not like Blab. You get it on the first. You get it on the first try. So, guys, let me see. So Annette is here, which is really dope because I want to know how we can get other people in this seat. Let's see. So it's interesting. I like Fire Talk so far. I know we need a hot seat because you guys know I don't like to fly solo on the broadcasting, right? I like it though. I like it. Let's see here. Let me just see if I can find this hot seat. In the meantime, I would like to thank you guys for joining us. And if you guys don't know, well, we're new to Fire Talk. You know, we were all over Blab. So if you're not a handpicked ladypreneur, my name is Natasha Maxwell, and I am the CEO of Make Your Dreams Come True Corporation and founder of Handpicked Ladypreneurs, which is a mastermind group for ladypreneurs all over the world. And we share goals, we execute together, we collaborate, and we have these meetings every Monday at 7 p.m. Yay! And there's my host, right when I need her, Azalea. Boom. Okay, wait. Let me get her on. Oh, I figured out how to do it. Get it. Ooh. Okay, so I get it now. So are you loading?
Okay. Hello. I couldn't figure this out for the life of me.
Listen, Azalea, I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna say if Azalea don't get on this? Okay, cool.
Hi, everyone. Ooh, I love this new format.
I do. It has so much more goodies for us to use, but I think I'm gonna miss the hands a little bit.
Well, wait a minute. Let me give you something. Let me see. Let me give you something.
Okay, so Diane, you were asking about the hot seat. So I think you can request to be a guest, Gail, and oh my goodness, Gail, I have something for you to look at. It's gonna blow your mind away. But we have no let's see.
Okay, so Diane, you just go ahead and press the little video button at the bottom near the chat. Oh, this is so cool. Sorry, we probably should have test drove this first.
I know, right? That's okay. This is what it's about. We get to play around with it. Oh, Gail, this link that I'm posting in the live chat is for you. Look at it. You're going to pass out. Okay, so
let's just talk about catching up. I mean, you know, these past couple of weeks in Handpicked Ladypreneurs has been busy. It's been a shift happening in the group. So I say let's just kind of catch up with all of the ladies in the group and see where everybody's at.
Yes, I think that's good. Well, first of all, let's talk about what have you been up to, Azalea? I know you've been super busy. I've been like nuts. So wait a minute, you go first. Let's get this recap going on.
Okay, so what has Azalea Stiletto Boston been up to? So if you guys don't know me, I am the co-boss of Handpicked LadyPreneurs, and I'm a business owner. Been a business owner for a little over 10 years, and what I do is I own a consulting and coaching firm called the Solopreneur's Best Friend. And so today, as a matter of fact, I launched a coaching kit that helps new coaches. Excuse me, you guys. I launched a coaching kit that helps new coaches be a little more professional, a little more efficient, and helps them onboard their clients. So if you're a coach and you're starting a coaching business and you don't know what step to take next, this kit would be excellent. It has intake kit. It has so many different things to help you new businesses. And that's what I do. I help new coaches, new online business people make themselves more revenue. So that's my thing. I'm all about revenue. And this week has been busy. I've signed on a lot of new clients. I've been really working my social media, working Instagram, and getting kids ready for school. So that balance that we have to have as moms, that balance we have to have as business owners, it's been happening. It's been happening. So that's pretty much it.
Well, congratulations. First of all, I'm so happy about your launch. I know that was something that you were really looking forward to doing. So I'm excited that you already, well, no doubt you already have clients in it. So that is amazing. So congratulations. So what have I been doing? Oh my gosh. So okay. So the Kid CEO program is launching in October. I'm celebrating my 10-year anniversary for business in October.
Ooh, I saw that. I wish I could come. That looks so much fun.
I'm really looking forward to it. I'm super nervous about it, because all I think about is the dress. I really don't care about what am I going to wear, So that's been really cool. I just launched something for independent business owners in the work from home industry, call center industry, a program for them. And just teaching them how to grow their business outside of just receiving subcontracting work from one contractor. So they're kind of like stuck there, and I'm going to help them grow with that. And pretty much just the same old thing with Make Your Dreams Come True. Just working with the clients that we have. We absolutely love them. And it's just been an amazing process in all of the directions that we've been growing in. But nonetheless, it has had me super, super busy. And guess what? I'm homeschooling the kids this year. So, Lord,
oh my gosh,
me. So, and I had some dope things happen. I got 3 gifts this week. Boom. My sister brought me an Alex and Ani bracelet today, the Big Dipper, and it was so special because we beef like going crazy, right? But we have like this bond, like, listen, don't mess with my little sister because it'll be a problem, but we're just not going to talk every day. So no. And then my assistant from 2009 showed up to the office and brought me a bouquet of flowers. Was that not dope? That was cool. And then my niece, she's 8 years old. She went to New York for the first time and she bought me a keychain. Girl, I'm telling you, I'm feeling all amazing today. And then finally, guess what? So teen moms, I have a passion for teen moms. And I've been speaking to teen girls and helping them grow professionally and just helping them through, life skills, so on and so forth. So they've been having a hard time getting to volunteer for businesses to meet their program needs. So I took my business there today for 4 hours and let them volunteer for my business in order for them to meet their 25 hours.
Wow.
4 weeks. Yes. So
awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
How's your youth CEO program going?
Oh, it's going cool. So the launch is I'm already booked in a city. So I already know I'm going to have about 62 students that's going to come to the building. But I wanted to do something virtual. So that's kind of moving a little bit slow. Mm-hmm. But I'm sure that it's going to pick up by the time October gets here.
Okay, nice. Awesome. So, it's just amazing how we're able to balance all of that, still run this free group that has tons of information. How did Saturday go with the, who was having sales on Saturday?
So a lot of ladies posted in there. I don't think that they post enough. Like, if I had a product, well, we have services and we don't necessarily bombard the group with our services. And I let the ladies know what we do. And I know you let the ladies know what you do. But if I were them in this group that doesn't have all of these restrictive rules, I would be in there like, hey, buy this. So I just actually got kicked out of another group for that, right?
Are you serious?
Yeah, because they said that it was competition directly with their company. And I was like, I understand. I don't understand, but I understand. It's how if you feel like this is your territory and I'm invading it, I'll leave, because my services aren't going to change.
Right. Well, you know what? Hey, I totally feel that. I mean, because when you're cultivating a group, why would you let somebody come and pick the flowers that you've been, loving and growing and fertilizing? I totally understand that.
And I know. And what do I say? I feel like.
But you are very much, it is enough money in the universe for everyone.
I feel that way.
Very much like that. But unfortunately, I'm very much like, this is a garden that I'm fertilizing, and don't come pick my flowers.
And I'm like, my flowers is mine, so you ain't gonna be able to pull them if you try to, So I just feel like there's enough. But it was just so I understood. So I understand both sides of the spectrum. I don't expect everyone to, feel and think like me. So I gladly left the group because I know what services that I offer, and a lot of people from her group was contacting me. And I was like, oh, this is the spot, yes, for, the IBO program. And so I understood her. She, and she politely sent me an inbox and said, hey, grow, in other words, grow your group for the amount of years that I have. And I was like, I respect that.
Right.
Yeah.
Tell me about this IBO program.
So IBO program, it's independent business owners. And usually an independent business owner, the terminology is for call center, sort of one-man call center ran companies, virtual assistant companies, those sort of businesses. And they're usually subcontracted out work from, let's say, ACD Direct, Arise, so on and so forth. And they usually just stick to the grain. They don't break away from the pattern. And if you know me, I'm not going to stay in this straight.
So anti-establishment.
Yeah, but that's what made me grow. So I was actually the very first, let's say, IBO with this company called Arise. And I helped them grow the program out. Now it's thousands and thousands. And I speak with them on a regular basis. But I used the experience that I learned from them and grew my business. And now I just do just as much stuff as they do, actually more. But they have a huge base of IBOs, and they're all struggling because they can't figure out how to stop being the middleman. And sometimes when we're in businesses that we pay into, we just have this focus that we're going to be the middleman, and I'm not going to try to do anything outside of this box. But that could hinder you because you're never going to see growth. If there's a business with thousands and thousands of competition, how do you set yourself apart? How do you say, hey, you should work for this IBO because I blah, 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 or I'm a great IBO because of what? Well, if we all doing the same thing, how do we set ourselves apart? We can't. So the program is to teach them how to get new independent contractors to work for them, since we've had over 300 independent contractors working for us over a decade. As well as how to get your own clients that you control, that you create the statement of work for. So it's really interesting. And it's going amazing. Like, I love the program. We've been getting a lot of messages about it. And I developed this marketing campaign for it, totally outside of the box. And it launches on Wednesday. And I'm gonna hit them hard.
Okay. All right. Awesome. You know, it's so much happening with technology and with business. It's I'm sorry, I'm like so still playing around with Fire Talk.
I do. Okay, so listen, this is what we want to tell the ladies. So we were thinking about launching our first webinar, series in the group.
Oh, you want to tell them about that now?
Yes.
I'm excited about that.
Yes, me too.
Okay. Go right ahead. I gotta fill up my notes.
Yeah, I know, right? I already knew what you were doing. So, LadyPrenuers. So, me and Azalea is putting together a workshop. Kind of like this, but a lot more fun and full of goodies that you're definitely going to need. And it's going to be held on the Fire Talk platform. And it's a true mastermind exclusive for those who subscribe to the to our webinar. Now, how long is it gonna? It's gonna be a series.
Yes, a series. It's 45 minutes each.
Yep, it's 45 minutes each,
and it's a series of 3.
And it's a series of 3. So that's a total of how many amazing minutes is that? Almost 3 hours of Azalea and Natasha going hard in the paint for your business. Now, a lot of handpicked ladypreneurs come to us and want to utilize our services and can't afford them. So this is the perfect place to come and be a part of this amazing business mastermind that is going to teach you to grow your business on another level. So I know we can't call it blast, but I know in our meetings every Monday, we kind of touch on pretty much everything. We face our fears. We talk about conquering. We give business tips. And everyone we talk to in the group that I personally talk to anyway, always talk about how their business has come along since they've been in our group. So we couldn't be thrilled to have you guys and to be able to witness growth based off of our instruction. What do you want to add to that, Azalea?
Just that. Okay, so I'm looking at the notes now, and the launch your business the Ladypreneur way. No, that's not it. Grow your business the Ladypreneur way.
Yes, let's put that in there.
Yeah. And so the first one will be about sales. Sales is the main topic in our group that gets everybody fired up, that gets everybody's ears open. And people just really want to know, how can I convert these likes, these subscribers? How can I get them to buy? And we're going to go over all the steps from, A to Z to convert your customers, convert your fans and followers into sales. So I'm excited. And then another part of this series is going
to add on that, Azalea, that sales process. Like, every time we talk about sales, everyone is trying to get something. So if you're really trying to see, this is what we can acknowledge, is that Azalea and I don't have a problem with getting the sale. And we don't have a problem getting the sale for all of our clients, which means that we're great at sales. So that means that if you come to our webinar, by the time you leave, you're going to be amazing at sales too. And I'm excited about that because I love to sell things, like, especially if it's innovative. Like, I'm like, pull the trigger, let's sell it. Let's go.
Right. That sounds like a great idea. Let's do it. Yeah. Perfect. So we definitely, that is in the pipeline. We will put out a save the date in the group. And another thing about the group, we've been getting a lot of new women joining the group. So great job, you guys. Great job adding people who need the type of information that we have. And just remember, welcome them, stay supportive. If you have questions, feel free to post them in the group. Somebody posted a great question the other day about email marketing we were able to assist with. That was actually a really good question. Because the answers were some high level email marketing strategies. So so what else is going on?
Oh, so did we discuss the other series? Or do we have the other 2 series that we were going to discuss?
Branding and marketing.
Oh yes, branding and marketing. So that's everything. We're super excited about that. So more of that is going to come in the group.
And what we're doing, what we're doing is now making. We've given you guys so much value that what we're doing now is showing you guys how to start converting people into sales just by our actions. Just by our actions. Wait a minute. Okay, so this doesn't work on Firefox.
What doesn't?
FireTalk.
Oh, it says Google and
no, it only works on, because I couldn't get in on Firefox either. People are saying that they can't, nothing's happening.
Oh, okay. So tell them to try Chrome. I read the FAQs. And thank you, ladies, so much for joining us. So since we're just talking about these random things here and telling us about you guys, tell us, what have you been up to? So we have, who do we have online right now? We have the lovely Diane and Gail. I'll call in to be a guest. You may as well. Let's see. How do they do it, Azalea?
In the chat box, you're going to press the little camera. The little yellow camera. It's yellow on my screen.
Yeah, it's a yellow camera. I see it. Because when it popped up, I'm like, how do you do this? So do you guys see it?
Wow. Okay.
I wonder, we're going to really play this out. So I see some gifts that we can, do you see that top gifts received?
Yeah, I sent you a gift. Was
it a turkey? Who want to feed me? Oh, okay. That's cool. Somebody sent me a turkey.
I like the hands. The hands were great.
Yeah, I like the hands too. I don't know about these gifts. They're trying to feed me. I'm trying to lose weight.
Hilarious.
Okay, so I don't know. Let's see. Anyway, while they're playing around with the gadgets.
Well, let's talk for a second about goals, because you did put over here, let's talk business, let's talk fears, let's talk goals, let's talk all that good stuff. Yes. Let's talk for a second about goals. It's funny, my best friend, it's just amazing to see her work, because probably about 3 months ago, we were online, middle of the night, doing our let's figure stuff out thing. And we decided to make an ebook, both of us. We was like, come on, let's just write an ebook, see what happens. So we both decided to write an ebook. And I'm happy to say that 2 months later, she's now not only written her ebook, but she's released it. She's on Amazon, she's on Prime, she has physical copies of her book. And I'm really excited for her, because it all started with a 2 o'clock in the morning conversation amongst 2 friends. But something that she did today was text me and say, I'm ready to do an action plan. And when I said, well, what do you mean? She says, well, I'm ready to do an action plan, which to me says, okay, we need to sit down and define a strategy to get this book on every shelf. But it all starts with goals. It all starts with saying, this is what I want to do. And so in the group today, I think I brought up, what do you guys want to do? Have you guys defined what you want to do the rest of this year? You know, when we did our launch your business, that big blab where we went through all of the steps to launch your business, we talked about what are your goals for the future. We should be in first quarter of next year right now.
Mm-hmm.
So how many of us have defined our goals for the next 12 weeks of this year? The next, the next 3 months of this year. Have you defined those goals? Do you want to launch your business? Do you want to launch your product? Do you want to get 5 new customers? For the most part, you can't achieve anything unless you know what it is that you want. So I know in our group, I've been consistently asked the same questions. And those questions could really be defined with what do you want to do? Because there's a lot of confusion sometimes. Oh, wow. You guys are launching this week?
Yeah, I'm so excited. I don't know what to do.
Okay.
Oh, yes. So, Diane figured out how to be a guest. But listen, so one of the things I wanted to add to that, Azalea, is a lot of times we can't launch our goals, or we can't accomplish our goals, rather, if we do not break free of bad habits. So a part of that is being able to replace those bad habits with good habits. And some of our bad habits could be being a procrastinator. Like, how can I stop procrastinating, or overcoming roadblocks, or, not, if my goal is to lose weight, right? And that's been like a goal forever, and I just can't stick to it, right? But what am I going to do about it, really? Am I going to take 15 minutes a day and start there? Because we can tiptoe to our goals, however long we get there. And I think that it's important for us to start breaking away and writing down those bad habits and replacing them with good habits. Write a list for bad habits and a list for good habits, and see how we can tiptoe to our goals, or eliminating those bad habits so that we can get to the goal that we're trying to accomplish. So let me let
Diane.
Oh, this is so cool. I love it. I wonder how many guests can you have at one time? We're going to figure it out.
Yeah.
We made it! We're here.
Hello.
We missed you, Diane.
Hi, back in Jersey.
And welcome to our new viewers.
Awesome.
Yes, so you're back in Jersey. You made it back.
Back in Jersey. Yes.
And Thomas is living the California life.
He is.
He's a Cali dude.
It's amazing there. It's absolutely, oh my gosh, it's amazing. I can't wait to go back next week. No, I'm kidding.
Talking about cutting the umbilical cord.
I'm having a hard time cutting that thing, and it is attached.
I understand. So let's talk about this launch, Diane. So,
oh my gosh.
So tell everyone who you are and what sort of business that you have.
Yes, my name is Diane Hoverson-Smith, and I am the owner of The Right to Feel. I have created a series of journals to help you overcome whatever obstacle you are going through. For example, divorce, loss of a child, loss of a parent. I have a journal that would specifically help you overcome the hurt.
Love it.
The pen is my movement.
Yes. So, tell us about this journey with you starting your business. Like, what was your first action plan since you're a new business owner in this aspect, in the journal and healing
Yes.
Business. Tell us what made you say, I'm going to do this.
Oh my goodness. Well, I've been journaling for 30 years. My aunt got me involved in it over 30 years ago, and it's been the best therapy I could possibly ask for. So life just gives you things to overcome. So I was raped as a 15-year-old girl. I got through that with journaling. I lost a child. I got through that with journaling. And I just found that journaling was my gateway to peace.
Wow.
So as I was an adult who is, I thought I had my act together, but I'm still journaling, I realized that there were no journals that was like hurt specific. They're just plain pieces of paper and nothing was specific, and you just go on your way. And I felt that was insufficient.
Awesome.
So with your help, I came up with the Right to Feel, and they are very specific journals to help you overcome turmoil.
Beautiful. And so I have a question. We have to talk about this because this is Diane just brought up that she was raped when she was 15 years old.
Yeah, gang.
And she was gang raped at 15 years old.
Yeah.
During the business process, so make your dreams come true. I'm, for all of those who are now on, I'm the CEO of Make Your Dreams Come True Corporation. We're a business support center. And so we've been helping Diane with the launch from the beginning to the end, from the building her business.
Yep.
And so one of the parts of the business was that she had to complete was to get a merchant account for her website.
Yes.
And I told her, I said, Diane, you don't have to worry about it. I already have resources ready, to go to plug you into. Like, you can do this. This is going to be, you don't have to worry about anything. But quite naturally, any business owner wants to be a part of their growing process, right? So she's like, no, I'm going to go to the bank and I'm going to, start my merchant account with them. And I'm going to provide you with the details so you can plug it into my website. And I'm like, no problem, So Diane, it took some time. It took a lot of time. And I'm like, and I told you guys, I'm like the trigger happy person, like, hey, let's do this. Like, what are we waiting on? So after it took some time, I finally jumped on the phone with Diane and I said, Diane, what's wrong? And she's telling me, she plugs me into the guy. I talk to him. He gives me all these little instructions to do something that's so simple. And I'm like, this process is just like extraneous for no reason. Like, what is going on here? So I talked to Diane after a couple of days, and she's, having a panic attack because this guy has told her that her business is, listen to this. He's told her that her business is going to fail, that she's going to be sued, that she's going to do this and this and this is that and other. Her website doesn't have this. And so I had to take Diane through the back office through a tutorial to show her that she was totally protected and her site was totally secure, payments, etc. Right? And so she felt better.
BCBCI.
And so guess what Diane tells me? She says, well, Natasha, this was a guy who told everyone or made a mockery of me after I was gang raped from when they were kids. So she walks into the bank and the guy who needs to help her is a part of her turmoil for being gang raped years ago. Like, first of all, I
took the pictures and handed the pictures of my bruised up body to the football team. Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. And he was like, I don't know if you want to do business with me. And I'm like, I'm not 15 anymore. I'm a business.
Wasn't that a boss move though? I was like, oh my gosh, I would have wanted to. I'm not gonna say what I would have wanted to do, but
my past bit me in the ass that day. Yes.
But talk about growth though. Talk about journaling, how you were able to walk in a bank and do business with a person who violated you
Yes.
in such a horrible way.
Yes.
So
And then fired him, but I was able to fire him.
So listen what I told her. I was like, listen, I told you I had you from the beginning.
Yep.
Apply, and I said, and call him right now and fire him. Just call him and fire him.
I did.
Yeah, and she did. I'm like, yes, that's how you do it, you know?
Wow. What do you mean fire him? Just you didn't do the account?
No. No, he's not touching my money. No.
Right.
I was approved within what? Less than 24 hours with Natasha's people. It was fabulous.
Yes, over.
Fabulous.
Done.
Yep. E-commerce done. Yes.
Exactly. He wanted to give her this long, drawn out process, tell her how many hundreds of dollars she was going to have to spend. And I'm like, I just feel like he wanted to give her a hard time. I feel like he could not accept her strength for still being able to say, yes, I'm able to do business with you. And here's the lesson in business is that sometimes we're going to have to do things that we don't like. Sometimes we're going to have to bite the bullet. And Diane's experience is the best way to say, you know what? I'm not 15 years old anymore. I got this. Like, do what you're paid to do and let me get out of this bank. So I'm commending her on that because there's a lot of clients who I've taken in the past in my journey of 10 years that I didn't necessarily like personally. Neither did I like their brand. But as I grew within my company, I started and I was able to decide, or I learned that I was able to decide that the people that I wanted to work with, who I was going to allow to work with me. And as business owners, we have that right. We're not employees. When you're an employee, you got to walk in and you got to do whatever they tell you to do in order to keep your position. But as a business owner, you set the rules. Yep. You say who I'm going to work with and who I'm not. You set the standard for yourself. And Diane was a perfect example of this was a total boss move. It was just a total boss move. And I'm so proud of you for even attempting to get
it was awesome.
So hurdle.
Right.
It was a great day firing him. It was the greatest day firing him. It was so great. And he's still, I mean, it thinks we're going to fold because we can't make a move without him. And it's, we're moving ahead.
Is he still saying that?
It was very difficult for me to say, but once it came out of my mouth, I'm like, yes!
That's so hilarious.
It was a great learning experience. You need to learn as a business owner to listen to others, especially to you. You really do. I mean, you haven't steered me wrong once. Why did I think that this was going to be? There was a need for me to get involved and have my hands on it.
And that's fine. You're supposed to. So Azalea, do you have any like difficult things that you had to do in your business that you felt like, because I thought that was so amazing having to face something so challenging. And do you have anything that you feel like that in business that you felt like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to do this, or I don't want to do this, but I have to?
Well, yeah. I mean, what you were saying in business, all money isn't good money, right?
Right.
Just because you're a business owner doesn't mean you have to take every person that comes in your door. And especially for me, having a brick and mortar business, there are clients that I just do not want to deal with, and clients I don't want in my space. So I absolutely agree wholeheartedly with you guys.
Yeah. And one of the things that I have over here is let's talk fears. And I read something so amazing today. Imagine, let's talk fears. So there's two rooms to fear. There's the run in one corner, and then there's rise in one corner, right? And so we can describe fear as being forget everything and run, or what is it? Forget everything and run, or face everything and rise.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
and when you truly, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, when you truly break down fear, Fear is all in our mind. It doesn't exist in this plane of who we are as humans. Fear is all in our minds. I know on my website, I have an acronym that says that fear is about really finding excuses and reasons. And when you let go of doing that, you can accomplish anything. I was looking at the Olympics. I know we're all looking at the Olympics, really proud of our girls. But watching Simone Biles do those flips, I just thought to myself, this child is fearless. Because for me, if I try to do a backflip, I will fear every bone that I'm going to break, and I would never do it. But for her just to flip it around, I mean, it's just amazing. It's knowing that your body is capable of doing anything, and then your mind being on the same journey and just making it happen. That is awesome. Fear is not real. I mean, that's the most important thing I could say to anyone, is that fear is not real.
I love it. I think that that's the truth, you know. And as you were saying, how you were thinking about her flipping, right? So I love heels, right? So she can understand because she's the stiletto boss. So I'm telling you, I've been rocking heels since I was a teenager. And one day I bought these really dope stilettos, and the heel was kind of like carved, and it was just crazy, okay? And on my way out on a ladies' night out, I slipped off the porch in the heels.
Oh.
And you know how long it took me to put heels back on? It took me for real about a year. And it was difficult to me because I hate wearing flat shoes, you know? And I'm like, every outfit just seems like, you know, you need to have a heel to give it that extra oomph, you know?
Right.
And I said, you know what? This is like riding a bike. Put the heels back on, girl. Like, what are you tripping about? You know, you fell one time, your ankle is healed. Go for it. And I've been rocking them again ever since. Like, you know what? If I fall, I'm gonna go through a healing process.
So let's talk about fear in business.
Love
fear
it.
in business. So one of my clients was just saying to me the other day that the reason why she hadn't put her website up is because she didn't think anybody would go to it. I'm the wrong person to tell that to. So
I'm afraid of the opposite, though.
Really?
He's afraid to succeed.
Wow.
Ooh.
It's true, though.
I've got the opposite thing. I am afraid, not that I'm afraid, but there's a fear of success. What is that going to bring? What is that going to do to my core being? What is that going to do to my heart? I don't want to become hard, and I don't want to become callous, and I don't want to become materialistic.
But that wouldn't happen with you, Diane. I mean, the only thing that changes is like your zip code, your car that drives. Hey, don't
want to change who I am. And you know, when I'm rocking on the couch with Oprah, after my million sale, I'm afraid of it.
Let me say this. There's a woman I know, absolutely amazing coach, and I've seen her. I met her when she was starting out, and she was working with Russell Simmons. And now she travels the world. She just met with Obama a couple of months ago. Whoa. And she said something to me that was amazing. She said, you know, I used to, because she's like from Chicago, from the hood. She said, I used to think that people that had chauffeurs were very pretentious, right? And she said that as she grew her business and grew her responsibility, one time her mentor told her to take a car to her destination. And she said she thought for a second, again, I think that that's pretty pretentious of me. She said that she took the car in the back seat, was able to accomplish more things than she could in any other time.
Wow.
And what she realized was some things that happen when you're in different economic situations or different levels of responsibility, are for you to be able to do the things that you can accomplish. They are meant for them to be tools. You know, so you got to understand that change is necessary, but it's your level of thinking where you are right now that makes the thoughts that you have right now work for you, right? So
Never thought of it that way.
Yeah, as you grow, then your thoughts change because it has to be based on the level that you're at.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the turtles and giraffes. Are you familiar with the turtles and giraffes parable?
Yeah.
So turtles can only see as far as they can see on the ground, but a giraffe can see as far as he can see because of the level that he's at. So when you're having conversations with people, you have to be mindful of whether or not they're a turtle or a giraffe like yourself. So the guy at the bank, he was a turtle, right? People like Natasha, they're a giraffe. So they can only see and give you examples and give you insight based on their level of sight. And that's what it is. So change is inevitable. But do you want to change in the level of the thinking of a turtle or the level of thinking of a giraffe? That's all.
Never thought of it that way. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll be the giraffe.
Absolutely. We're all giraffes in here. We're all giraffes. And you know, it happens it happens on a personal level. You know, you all know I'm having this issue with the IRS, right? I was telling a friend of mine a couple of weeks ago, I said, you know, my bills are like $5,300 a month. I'm stressed. He said, why are your bills $5,300? I'm not doing anything extravagant. That's just the bills that I have, right? But she made me feel as if I was doing something. She made me feel as if I should be guilty for having $5,300 worth of bills a month, right? But now when I spoke to a friend of mine who was a fellow business owner, a successful business owner, we were talking about expenses, and I said, well, my bills are like $5,300. She said, girl, my bills are $13,000 a month. What can, you know, it was an entirely different conversation because she could relate. She she's able to have been in my level and understood how to get to the next level. So it was a turtle. I was then talking to a giraffe when previously I was talking to a turtle.
Got it. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's so funny that you talk about interesting rather that you talk about that, Azalea, because I think every business owner goes through something that they're fearful in doing in their business. Like, you know, whether it's being afraid to succeed or being afraid to fail or being afraid to be stuck in the middle. And how I feel about the middle, see, in biblical terms, the Bible says that if you're lukewarm, God says, if you're lukewarm, I'll spit you out. And so that means you have to decide whether or not you want to go left or right. And sometimes we find ourselves in the middle because we do not choose. We fail to make the choice because of the fear. And it can leave us dead smack in the middle, which leaves us with nothing. And at least if you fail, you would be able to try again. And I really think that a part of failing is success. Like, you are not going to be able to make any growth without failing over and over and over again. Like, it's just a learning process. But if we don't face our fears, then we'll never experience what success is going to come out of that. And one of the things that I'm personally fearful of is events. Like, I hate planning events. I hate giving them. And I'm not sure why yet, but this event in October is definitely me facing my fears. I've put them on before, but they're so far in between they're like probably like 4 years before I ever do them, again. So that's one of my fears. And, so I'm just facing it, just like forget it, just go for it. And sometimes we just have to do it. Just go for it. And like Azalea said, it's finding excuses and reasons to not do something. And at some point we just have to grow up and say, this is what I want. I'm going to get it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to conquer it. And that's just that. We have to find a way to do it. So in that process, we're going to experience failure. We have to accept that. We have to accept that a part of succeeding is failure. And I think that's a huge part of entrepreneurs not wanting to move forward in the process of even sales, because sales is the moment where you realize whether or not your service or products are going to sell. And they're like, shoot, if I start selling it and I get rejected, I'm never doing this again. And that's the problem. So yeah. And what was I gonna say, guys? First of all, we have made it to 9:16 without even blinking an eye already, right? And this is going to be our new platform for our Monday masterminds.
Right.
And today we were kind of like random.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So random. I totally think that we should do the Monday mastermind being, very business oriented. But I loved when you did the Tasha After Dark, the Handpicked Ladies After Dark. I loved it.
We had so much fun.
That was awesome. And I think that we should still continue with that. So we do 2 platforms during the week, because that After Dark was really cool. But we could talk about that offline.
Yeah, I'm with it. I had a total nice time. We can definitely do Wine It Down Wednesdays, because do we need it by Wednesday?
Yes.
I'm telling you. But I had coach, tonight is the night I could have had my wine sitting up here, because the coach is not on with the Herbalife day. I was like, oh my God, I was so hating on the Zillions cognac. Like, really? Dump me like this? It was super hilarious. But I really love the Handpicked LadyPreneurs group, and I genuinely just want every woman in the group to succeed. And that's why we do this. That's why Azalea and I take out our time to do this, to be able to share our experiences. And it's just not about us sharing our experiences, because we don't know everything, but we definitely have a heck of a research ability to be able to execute the projects in the group, And I just,
well, you know what? Let me say this. I'm sorry. So I put out there in the society that we were going to do the vision board party, but then no one signed up. Like, no one said that they wanted to do it. Well, Diane did, but
I did.
Yeah, but I felt like, I allowed me being busy as an excuse not to address it, but no one signed up.
Because I thought Annette wanted that too.
Is Annette on?
I hope so. I think she's on, isn't she? I don't know.
She left. Yeah.
So, and Tasha, we probably need to talk about that offline too. Maybe I should just record them all and put them in there. But
yeah, I think that's cool. And at the end of the day, we move regardless of attendance. We move. At the end of the day, we're building handpicked LadyPreneurs, and that means something. That means that you're handpicked. You're not like everyone else. And so it means that if you're not our description of a handpicked LadyPreneur, you get left behind. And I know I'm always the one who has to be the raw one, but it's just reality. We sit with the women who we feel like are worthy, flat out. And if we're offering something that's amazing as the programs that we put on, or the topics that we discuss, and no one partakes in it, even if it's just us three, or even if it's all 8 of us who's on right now, I'm totally fine with that. Because like I say all the time, your tribe will follow you. It's other people. If some people just can't join the Blabs or can't be a part of these different activities that we have, and that's fine. But what we want to realize is that we're not doing this necessarily for just an audience. We're doing this because it's our passion. We're doing this because we're changing business lives over and over again. And if we're doing it one at a time, great. And we can't let those who are fearful of growing stop us from doing what we do best. And that's what sort of ladies we have in our group. Some of them, they're afraid. Like they inbox me, like I was afraid to post it. And I understand where they are. They're afraid to just get out there with their business. And remember Diane, before she was in the
visibility.
Now Diane is in the group like, hey, live
and
I'm loving it. I will be seen and I will be heard. That's exactly. I can tell you that.
There's so many women. What about the lady who I forgot her name? It's abbreviated in the group, but she pops in there from time to time. She was afraid to let her hair down because it was long.
Oh,
yes. And before she let me be her, she was wearing her hair down, was all silky and gorgeous, So we have growth. We have things to look at back in the Handpicked Ladypreneur group and be proud of. And if no one decides to partake of our vision boards or whatever we put out there, at the end of the day, we're going to do it anyway. And I guarantee we're going to impact a Handpicked Ladypreneur. But before we close out, I do want to say that a very supportive Handpicked Ladypreneur, she's new. Her name is Shantae Robertson. She lost her mom. So if you guys want to show her some Handpicked Ladypreneur love, pray for her, send her a message, let her know that you're thinking about her.
Yeah, I emailed her this morning.
Yeah. So,
Mary.
Yeah, I know. I hate it. Next month is a year anniversary for me with my mom. And you guys already know I just can't stop bringing it up because I'm still devastated. And that's just reality, But guess what? But I really want to say this. In a year's time without my mother, I thought that I would be defeated, that I wouldn't be able to do anything, actually. And I surprised the socks out of myself, actually. And someone was asking me about what I had been doing over the last year, and I started naming all of the things that I had accomplished, and I didn't even recognize them as being accomplishments until I started saying it. And start saying all of the things that I did within my business, within my marriage, with the kids. And I'm like, holy smokes, Mom, you will be so proud of me. So sometimes, our pain will give us strength beyond what is normal, and it's just a healing process. It's nothing that you're ever going to be able to, get over. You just learn how to deal with it. And you have to learn how to provide. You have to learn how to continue on through your weakest moments, because through weakness, there is strength.
Yes, it is.
And I am learning that. So I have full confidence that she's going to be just fine.
And just as long as she knows that there's no expiration date on it either.
Oh,
don't anybody who says, oh, you should be, no, she needs to take her time, and there's no expiration on healing at all. It's
not.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's our Handpicked Ladypreneurs tonight. Diane, we are so looking forward to this launch this week. Azalea, we are so proud of you and your business moves, boss moves always. I'm so happy to have the viewers that came on tonight. Next week, it'll be at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm sure Azalea is going to have an amazing topic for us. And again, business specific. We're going to get into the nitty gritty of how we're going to grow these businesses. And we're going to start doing simulations, like role playing with one another to kind of get you scary cats acclimated to what the business world is like if you just jump on out. I find role playing to be really beneficial when I'm speaking, especially, or trying to sell a product, or how did that sound? Sometimes we just need to know what our pitch sounds like. You know what I'm saying? Like, was that genuine, or did that come off? You know what I'm saying? You need to know how it comes off. So I think that's cool. So we're going to implement some new things in the group, and we're excited about it.
Yes, we are. All right. Well, I love this platform. I mean, and I love this time. So, this time is
okay. We can keep 8 p.m. is cool with me.
Yeah.
Is 8 p.m. too late for everyone else?
It's fine with me.
I love this time. This time works for me. That way I'm home and settled already.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, me too. It's cool. Okay, cool. So are we doing takeaways tonight? We talked about the world's problems today.
We went all around the mulberry bush, boy.
And if you're new with us, we usually stick to topic, and we have a topic. But since we're just now coming to fire talk,
right,
we had to soar a royal oaks to this platform. And next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to have something amazing. So stay tuned, subscribe. Find us on Facebook, Handpicked LadyPreneurs. My name is Natasha Maxwell, and I am the CEO of Make Your Dreams Come True. We make business dreams into reality. My lovely co-host is Stiletto Boss. Go ahead and sign off.
Hello. I am Stiletto Boss, the solopreneur's best friend, and I make a business out of building businesses and being the best friend of the people that are doing it. So we have with us tonight one of our lovely, man.
Yes,
Diane is just amazing. Diane is amazing. It's just amazing. Okay, so Diane, tell everyone how amazing you are, if you, because I know how humble you are.
Well, all I know is that I'm going to live the life of a giraffe. And
oh, wait a minute! Look at those earrings! Oh my God! Let me see those earrings.
Aren't they fab?
yeah. So cute.
Did you get them from LA?
Matches my necklace. No, these I got from Stella and Dot.
Okay.
Oh, listen, that's so cool. Listen, we have a handpicked ladypreneur that just did their latest ad, Erica Mann. She's a model. She just did it. Go check her out on Stella and Dot. She just did the photo shoot for their new line. Yes.
Oh, that is so awesome. Oh, excuse me. All right. I had a blast tonight, ladies.
Thank you.
We talk business, we talk fears, we talk. You know what, Natasha? I think we went down this whole list of about.
On accident. I was just typing. I'm like, I gotta set this up. And listen, I was like, oh my God, I hope Azalea come on here, because I'm like, what in the world am I gonna talk about? Please come on. And when you popped up, I was like, bingo, yes, come in.
That is so funny.
Okay, ladies, signing off. Good night. See you in the
night, ladies. Talk to you later.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.